fat in your diets, fat in your blood, and fat accumulating in your arteries and clogging them up, and then just being fat, what they've got in common is that they're spelt the same. Biologically, it's a good hypothesis that would work out as well, right? That eating fat would turn into fat in your blood. Where else would it possibly come from? And that would clog up your arteries and make you fat. The thing that stimulates fat use and not is insulin. The thing that stimulates insulin is sugar and carbohydrate. If you feed people exactly the same, a meal of exactly the same calories, but you change the nutrient composition, it totally changes how hungry people are. Not only that, it changes how much energy they put out. So when you're eating high fat, you actually use up an extra few hundred calories a day just because you're good to go. You're fidgeting, your whole metabolic rate is increased.
Yes.
Yeah, which is sort of counter to what we've been told. What we now understand is that the sort of common basis for joint problems, arthritis, skin problems, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and the biggie is that sort of aging brain, Alzheimer's and dementia. They're all linked by inflammation, which is that, you cut your finger, it turns slightly red. It's the healing process. Yes. So what you're eating out was damaged blood vessels all around the body because of what you're eating, the sugar. Sugar damages everything it touches, and the body wants to heal it, so it becomes inflamed, and it's that inflammation that causes the problem. The other thing that I see with the surfers that I work with is, they'll get up early. There's a little offshore running. It's glassy because it's that time of the morning. You haven't got time to muck around. You just get out and get there. It's first light. And you don't have to have breakfast, and you've got some constant energy. Or you've driven across to Raglan or something. It's taken a while to get there. It's going right. You want to get 3 surfs in. You're there for the day. Don't messing around. And then, of course, when you're exercising, when you're burning more fat than carbs, that exercise isn't damaging the muscles nearly as much. So you don't get as sore. Your recovery for the next day is better. So when you're on a low carb diet, people talk about antioxidants, which you get from food, help neutralise damage to muscles and help the immune system function better. When you're low carb, you actually produce your own antioxidants. You're getting it from healthy food as well as producing your own. So your whole immune system function is just lifted another whole level. Again, are eating a low carb diet, even if they're not eating carbs, they replenish the glucose in their muscles as fast as athletes are eating carbs. And it's like, how's that even possible? And you get this change in gene transcription and glycogen resynthase and all that sort of stuff. So all of a sudden, somehow you're scavenging glucose from around the body, getting it from fatty acid oxidation, and you're putting it back in the muscles. We've written 2 books, What the Fat and What the Fat Supports Performance. So the first one's just more about how to do this type of way of eating. It's a recipe book, it's a how-to book, and it's got some science at the back. And the What the Fat Support Performance is more of a technical. If you're getting right into this stuff, it's going to go through here's the real finer tips if you're an athlete. And so whatthefatbook.com.